Maximizing yourself for impact. Let me start by saying that every man has a deposit inside him. Every man has God's deposit inside him. If you did not become anything in life, anything reasonable in life, it is because you refuse to maximize yourself. If you do not maximize yourself, you will have no impact. Maximum means the highest limit to the highest degree. So when you have fully stretched yourself to the highest degree, your impact will exceed your territory. In the book of Genesis chapter 1 from verse 28, and the Lord blessed them, and the Lord said unto them, be fruitful, be productive. So every man, every woman you see have a product inside of him. Every man, every woman you see have a product inside of him. That you are seeing car that people are riding today is because somebody saw that product inside of him and manufactured it. That people are driving bike today is because someone saw that product inside of him and maximized it. As I'm talking now, there is a camera that is in front of me. Someone saw that camera inside of him and maximized it. He maximized that product that is in him. There is product inside everyone sitting here now. You might not produce an item, but you can produce something that the world will hear about. That is why you need to take yourself very seriously. There is a potential inside of you. There is a revelation that God showed me in one of the days. I was taking a journey in that vision to somewhere, and I barged into a compound. Coming out there, I saw a man that was wretched, dejected, very poor, and smelling. I brought out money in my pocket in that vision and gave to the man, and he took the money and greeted me, thank you. I left inside the place. When I came out, I saw the man again with plenty people alike. They are the same, poor, dejected, smelling, and they came to me and they said, we are poor because we refuse to maximize ourselves. They say we are poor because we refuse to maximize ourselves. So there is no one that God created to be poor. In the book of Genesis chapter 1 verse 28, God created everyone in his image and after his likeness. So anyone that became poor by choice, by refusing to maximize his potentials, by refusing to maximize the deposit of gold that is in him or her. So while I left them, I saw in that vision where every school were preparing their best garment, graduation garment, for distinction students. Their graduation gown were designed for only beautiful graduation gown, designed for only people that have maximized themselves in academic. If you are a singer, put your best into it, so that anywhere you go, people will see the light in you. What will make you stand out in your world is when you begin to maximize that potential that is inside of you. Maximize it. If you're a businessman, maximize your business. Maximize yourself. Your business is you. If you have not maximized yourself, there is a level that business will never get to. You need to maximize yourself. Many years ago, some people started playing keyboard in this place. And one of them went to somewhere in concert and performed keyboard. And Pastor Chris saw him. He said, follow me. And the guy's life changed. When he was here, they said the guy can rehearse all night. All night. So whatsoever that God has put in your hand, maximize it. Don't play with it. Whatsoever that God has placed in your hand, maximize it. Don't play with it. So to maximize yourself, you must learn how to be diligent. Learn how to be diligent. Someone said that diligence is putting your best into any given task. Giving the best of your time. the best of your energy, the best of your resources into any given task. The Bible said that when God created the earth and created everything, and when he now formed man and the day ceased, the Bible says, and God rested. God did not just rest because he has retired from work. No. He rested because he has placed man in charge. So there is no need of him creating anything. Now man is to continue in the creation and what God has created. That is why you see men are still manufacturing new things today. Because when God finished creating man, he placed man in charge of the earth, and he now went to the heaven and began to walk. He continued walking. How do I know what I'm saying? Jesus healed a man on the Sabbath day that Moses told the people to rest on the Sabbath day. Jesus came there and healed on the Sabbath day. And the Jewish leaders, they got angry and came to him and said, why are you healing somebody on the Sabbath day? Jesus said, my Father walketh hitherto, and I walk. Which means when they said that God rested, God just handed the affairs of the earth unto man and went to heaven and continued his work. So Jesus said, my Father is still working, and I must walk. My Father is still working, and I must walk. Because he understood that when God finished creating man, he placed work in the hand of man. Adam, and God brought Adam into the place called Eden, and God said to Adam, dress it and keep it. Walk. So you must be diligent in whatsoever that your hand find to do. Do it very well. Jesus said in the book of John chapter 4 verse 34, he said, my meat is to do the will of him that sent me and finish his work. He was hungry, and they said, this man have not eaten. He said, no, my meat, my food is to do the will of him that sent me and finish his work. So what Jesus wants us to understand is that your work, your business is more important than your food. Your business is more important than the food that you must eat. So you must take your work seriously. You must take your business seriously. Proverbs chapter 22 verse 29. It says, see thou a man that is diligent in his business. Say, he shall not stand before men, but he shall stand before kings. So what terminates begging is diligence. What terminates begging? If you must not beg, then you must be a worker. You must work very hard. Whether things are working or not, work very hard. Look at the life of Apostle Paul. He was busy killing the disciples. Very zealous man. He said, he went to the Pharisees and said, give me a letter. I want a letter. Let me go to Damascus and arrest everyone that is a Christian. Nobody sent him work. He said, no, I can't be idle. Give me a letter. I want to arrest anyone that said that is a Christian. I must arrest the person. And the Pharisees wrote a letter and gave to him. And on his way to that place, he had an encounter with Jesus. And Jesus said, I am sending you to go and preach me everywhere. And the man became more diligent. Look at him. He wrote almost half of the New Testament. It takes a diligent man to do that kind of thing. He said there are apostles that met Jesus. I never saw Jesus anywhere. He said, but I labored more than they all. I labored more than they all. Diligent. Diligence. So the grace of God, when it come upon you, it makes you to work harder than every other person. Not that you're a businessman and around 7:30 you are still lying down. There is somebody that I know. He told me that when President Buhari entered office and dollar began to climb, within that period, just that period, that he made 16 million. Just within that period. One of the day I was taking my children to school. I saw him around after 7. Running to shop around after 7. And somebody that has not even entered into millions is still sleeping around that time. Around after 7, somebody that just made within some days 16 million is still running to his business. So instead of going around looking for anybody that will help you, help yourself. Don't think that help will come from men. The help that you're looking for is within you. Maximize yourself. The help that you are looking for is within you. Maximize yourself. Maximize yourself. Help yourself from yourself. Let me say it again. Help yourself from yourself. So when there is need in your life, the answer is inside of you. Ask yourself, what must I do? Then ask God, what must I do? Help yourself from yourself. Those who neglect to help themselves will be discouraged. They will be discouraged by circumstances. Am I communicating? Or a robot was asked, how did you succeed? He said 2 things. I succeeded by faith and hard work. I succeeded by faith and hard work. So if you want your generation to hear you, tax yourself. Tax yourself. Inside you is that gold that people will come to patronize from. Inside you is silver. Inside you is diamond. There is no diamond anywhere. You are the diamond. If you must have diamond, then you need to begin to tax yourself. Tax yourself. Tax your brain. Tax yourself. Work hard. So if you must maximize yourself, you must be a man that work very hard. Not only that you are a man that work very hard, work skillfully. Not only that you need to work, be a creative worker. While you are a creative worker, work and learn. And I tell you, when you begin to take your life seriously, in less than 2 years, 3 years, you will be celebrated. Tax yourself. Greatness is not cheap. If it is cheap, everyone will be great. There is a price tag to every greatness. So if you must be great, you must learn how to pay the price. In gym, they used to say no pain, no gain. So when you are pressing and you are pushing up that iron and you're shouting, ah, your gym instructor will ask you and say, push it more. And when you begin to push it more and more, your muscle is developing. So you don't have muscle by eating apple. You have it by working hard in the gym. And I pray for you, by this time next year, something that the world will come to see will come out from you. And lastly, to maximize yourself, believe in yourself. To maximize yourself, believe in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, nobody will believe in you. Don't be crying, nobody has ever believed in me. Have you ever believed in yourself? That is the question that you must ask yourself. If you believe in yourself, people will believe in you. Don't look at anybody. Keep saying it. Believe in yourself. When people don't believe in you, believe yourself. To maximize yourself, you must believe in yourself.